hip-hop for a decade made it really rather dull. From the deepest hood of Compton to the shops of Notting Hill, there's a rotten little doctrine that's making hip-hop ill. Whether you have got a bit of gold and a pager, or a rucksack and a lack of daily wage, I'll wager at some point you'll have said it and meant it. You think your credo's made of steel, I'm here to dent it. Three little words you seem to hold so dear, three little words that make me feel quite queer. This year I've made a vow not to adhere to them, and how? By spitting the kind of rhymes that I'm doing right now. So when chappies in the rap game ask if I'm real, I tell them my moustaches, would you like a feel? But when they ask me if I keep it that way, this, my friends, is what I say. I do wish to keep it real, because keeping it real is such a bore. If keeping it real makes me sound like you, then what would I want to keep it real for? K to the E to the E to the E to the I to the E to the R to the E to the A to the L. I'm not asking you to spell it, but that would merely be an insult, and well, it won't help us. I don't wish to come on like a zealot. I drink tea, not coffee, but I know how to spell it. So wake up, b-boys, and stop talking guff. Reality will dawn on you soon enough. Chap hop has a fun feel, I'm keeping it unreal. A hot cross bun meal, then it's a done deal. The spiel I give you now is from the heart. It's a bygone art, not for dull old farts. I do wish to keep it real, because keeping it real is such a bore. If keeping it real makes me sound like you, then what would I want to keep it real for? To rap and expect a booty call when a laughter track is far more suitable. You surely know we all play a role. I've no idea whether you have soul. If you're that droll, then give us a gag. It's tricky pulling silly rabbits out of a bag. Pound to nag, but where's the fun in that? Shout and brag, it's rather fun in fact. Rappers and such, don't be slaves to reality. Come and sample Mr. B's hospitality. Lyrical banality is causing concern. Keep it unreal, that's right, you'll learn. I do to keep it real, because keeping it real is such a bore. If keeping it real makes me sound like you, then what would I want to keep it real for? I do wish to keep it real, because keeping it real is such a bore. If keeping it real makes me sound like you, then what would I want to keep it real for? This is for all you masters of ceremonies, dropping fantasy and balderdash. Be not shackled by the banality that surrounds you. Have a sherry, the whole bottle of it. That's right, the whole ruddy thing. See what pops up. Born on the wrong side of the tracks in one of New York's less salubrious shacks, playing outside with a chum or two. Up on Sedgwick Avenue, made up a game, a jewel of sorts, beats and rhymes and then retorts, words spread in months, so fast that it seemed that everyone was at it. It rather took off, and so it went. We all knew one of the five elements. Then a shiny suit thought, wait a minute, there just might be something in it. Packed it, sold it, let it rot, blamed it for society's lot. Now it's all hard to defend, the whole thing's gone quite rind the bend. So hip-hop was to blame after all. As it appears, everything's entirely hip-hop's fault. Hip-hop decided to homogenize itself and base itself in violence and wealth. Hip-hop decided to pick out its lowest traits and sell them to the public over everything that's great. Hip-hop decided that misogyny and greed would be the sort of thing that America would need. Hip-hop worshipped the cult of me. Hip-hop chose to ignore Chuck D. Hip-hop's a $40 billion industry, so now all the ghettos live in prosperity. Traded power for visibility, let hip-hop become a new colony. These are the choices that hip-hop made. All by itself, nobody tried to dissuade it. Hip-hop decided to put money first, yet Cool Herc can't afford a nurse. So hip-hop was to blame, after all. I thought I'd say it, as no one else has the gall. Yes, it's all hip-hop's fault, you see, and not the three companies who decide what you hear and see.
Big life. Zoom, zoom, live fast, big mood. Big plans and a bigger attitude.
dance. Perchance enhance the dance with some bubbly from France. Say what you want about Pierre, and I know some of you do. But one thing you can say for old Frenchie is he knows his booze. You cruise over to the bar, no, don't order by the glass. It's a farce, a piddly portion, and it shows no class. You ask Mr. B, I shall remove the social strain. A handy chart of how to order a suitable volume of champagne. A bottle is perfectly fine. Where do we take it? Your place or mine? Magnum. Not PI, more pie-eyed. Perfect for two. For you by my side. 3 liters of pop. But wait, there's more. No need to stop. It's one for the home. A cheeky little welcome. A bubbly shalom. Used to be enough to have just one. Not anymore, sir. Here's one that's more fun. Enough to fill up your car. Makes 1 do handstands upon the bar. That's 2.5 gallons. Righto, now I may well lose my balance. When you expect, sir, to be hospitalized and maybe neck again next year. Solomon, mind your resource. That's 32 pints of bubbly sauce. The king of all bottles, I'm afraid, my dear, it appears that's not all. Tree-mat? I don't care. By now I couldn't even crawl over there. It's not even a dare. 30 ruddy liters, that'll put hairs on your chest and possibly your palms. Now you're not drunk, you're decidedly embalmed. Charmed, I'm sure. You can thank me later. Run along now and confuse another waiter. With your newfound skills, roof of mouth chilled, half a gallon spilled, but belly still filled. A lesson learned, perhaps fingers burned. Now go and spend every single penny you have ever earned. That concludes the lesson for today. Do please hand your bottles in on the way out. Carl Shorten, where's that Melchizedek gone? That is absolutely typical.
Right then, class, pay attention. Open your textbooks at page 34. Title, The Fifth Element of Chap Hop. We're going to study part 1, use of the English language, and in particular grammar.
Watch your I's and your E's and your apostrophes. You will always please if you keep an ear on these. I'm neither frighteningly striking nor a lovely lady. I use the English language as a means to aid me. I'm setting out my stall, as the market traders say. I'm not a market trader and I don't work in the day. I'm here to win the battle, hope I'm not a little late. I'm not here to tittle-tattle, I'm just here to titillate. If I whip you with wit, don't come at me with a hammer. If we're choosing weapons, I choose grammar. I'll take you out at scores of my shows. You'll be a mouse in the paws of my prose. But when all would suppose northward we go, I'll take you down south for an awkward repose. Don't rest upon your laurels, stammer in the grammar war. Next test is all, strictly for the hardcore. Now look here, I'm not suggesting that I always get it right. I do the best I can, and I'm always polite. Grammar, like manners, takes effort and such. Don't be effing and jeffing so much. A touch of class can be attained with the simplest application. Pay attention to some rules and you'll gain qualification to Club Mercury. With my chums and I, filling our tums with pie while putting the world to rights. Girls in tights can hurl their spite in burlesque fights, but the words must be right and proper. Don't flop or tell whoppers, do the opper dopper coppers. Just drop props and you'll be a lovely prop dropper. Am I digressing again? I think I am a tad. Grammar is terribly important. It makes one feel superior, even when one oughtn't. Grammar, like manners, an achievable goal to improve your chances on the whole. Grammar is terribly important. It makes one feel superior, even when one oughtn't. Grammar, like manners, an achievable goal to improve your chances on the whole. I bet there's a comma missing there somewhere. It appears I'm all up in the club. Have you been to the club? It costs very much. If you haven't hard luck, go to the toilet in the club. Show the toilet chappy laugh. He doesn't want my love, he wants a pound or above. I say sorry, bruv, I only carry pocket fluff, so I go back to the club. It's not really my club. Who's that? Where are the cucumber sandwiches and stuff? Is that think we've established that, don't you?
That Mr. B is in the club.
Yes, I am in a club.
I'm sure we made it clear enough.
And the drinks are indeed expensive.
That Mr. B is in the club.
Gosh, I had the most terrible dream. Well, what was it about, sir? I dreamt that I was signed to a major record label. Sorry.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gotta run to the big bite. It's a big life. Zoom, zoom, live fast, big move. Big plans and a bigger attitude. Life short, so you gotta live it up within the limit. Cause it's just a visit if you blink, you miss it. Listen, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gotta run to the big bite. It's a big life.
It's the personal price plan theorem. If you bundle home and auto, that can equal an affordable price just for you.
Bundle and save with the personal price plan. All right, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
I happened once to be at home on a Saturday night, so I thought I'd have a peek at the